Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel tonight. This is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. Thank you so much everyone. Senator Joe Manchin confirmed Sunday that he will not vote for President Biden's $3.5 trillion spending plan that will drastically reshape the nation's social safety net, prompting Senator Bernie Sanders to rip the decision as not acceptable. Joe Manchin, who holds a key vote in a narrowly divided Senate, was asked by CNN News about Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, saying how he will move full speed ahead with the package. He will not have my vote on the $3.5 trillion, and Chuck knows that. And we have talked about this. It's not going to be 3.5, I can assure you. In another interview this past Sunday, Joe Manchin questioned why Democrats were pushing the legislation through the Senate at such a breakneck pace. Joe Manchin told NBC News, "We don't have the need to rush into this and get it done within 1 week because there's some deadline we're meeting or someone's going to fall through the cracks. I want to make sure that children are getting taken care of, that people are basically having an opportunity to go back to work. We have 11 million jobs that we have not filled. 8 million Americans are still unemployed. Something's not matching up there." Bernie Sanders appeared on CNN News after Joe Manchin and lashed out at the West Virginia lawmaker for setting the ceiling so low. Sanders said, "No, it is absolutely not acceptable to me. I do not think it's acceptable to the president or to the overwhelming majority of the people in the Democratic caucus. This is a consequential bill. It is hard to put a bill like this together. At the end of the day, I believe we will." The massive $3.5 trillion 10-year plan would address a number of Biden's priorities like education, climate change, and immigration reform, while also expanding the social safety net. Manchin urged Chuck Schumer to slow down and give lawmakers more time to discuss the spending bill and how it will be funded. Bernie Sanders said he's willing to give lawmakers more time to discuss the package, but insisted time is ticking.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGovern, for your kind words. Any compliments I receive about our work in Congress, I accept on behalf of the House Democrats, the congressional Democrats who have the courage to make the fight all the time. It's easier in our districts where there's so much good example, national standards of where we should be going. But for many of our colleagues, this is a fight because it's always the battle of the budget. I do believe that our budget should be a reflection, a national budget should be a reflection of our national values. What's important to us as a nation should be reflected there. Hence, we proudly make the fight for the children. It is such a treat, I would say honor and privilege, yeah, but a real treat to be here at Rainbow. To see the joy in the children's eyes, of the respect that they are receiving to express themselves in many different ways. And they're really actually funny. They have a sense of humor. They have a lot of confidence. Thank you, Rainbow, for that. I want to thank Director Perrier for her leadership in all of this, because that leadership is making the difference. So as she acknowledged, and Chairman McGovern acknowledged the staff, I want to salute them too. What they tell me is when these children come in, they look them in the eyes and welcome them, and they feel very, very special. And that was interesting about talking with the parents, because the parents were telling what the difference the paychecks made, the Biden tax credits, May, July, August, next week, September 15th, the third check will go out. They said something very interesting about what's happening here and the difference those checks are making. They said we can see the difference in our children, what we're able to do for them, whether it's the technology to participate in any kind of learning, whether distance or.
Right now, House Democrats want to raise a corporate rate to 26.5% as part of a nearly $3 trillion in tax increases to defray the cost of their big next spending package, while boosting the top rate for individuals to 39.6%. The Ways and Means Committee is also planning to call for a new 3% surtax on people making more than $5 million, as well as increasing the top capital gains rate to 28.8% from 23.8%. Representative Richard Neal also wants to raise taxes on multinational corporations' overseas profits, tighten estate tax rules, and pare back deductions for some unincorporated businesses. He also wants new limits on supersized individual retirement accounts, additional restrictions on deductions that companies take for highly compensated employees, and new wash sale rules for people who own cryptocurrencies. Taken together, the proposals would be the biggest tax increase in decades and appear to be enough to cover most of what even progressive Democrats hope to spend on their coming reconciliation package. Lawmakers want the money to finance a dramatic expansion of the government safety net. These proposals, set to be formally unveiled as soon as this coming Monday, would also amount to a major step forward for Democrats as they sort out their plans for what would likely be the most consequential legislation of the Biden administration. Representative Richard Neal's proposals, which are sure to be controversial, will be his chamber's opening bid in negotiations with the Senate as they consider a menu of possible tax increases. So everyone, what are your thoughts about tax increases? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The Democrats' proposal to increase the social safety net through their $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill is taking shape. The House Ways and Means Committee, which is responsible for writing up the tax provisions, released a 645-page portion of their proposal. Included in the newly released section is a 4-year extension of the changes to the child tax credit for the 2021 fiscal year. More children will now be eligible to receive the monthly advance payments, with the requirement for a child to have a social security number dropped. Everyone, the key word for this video is blue. If you want to win a $100 Walmart gift card, please make sure to comment below this keyword and also like this video to enter this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway. Thank you so much, everyone. The proposal by the House Ways and Means Committee will extend the changes made to the child tax credit in the American Rescue Plan until the year 2025. The monthly advance payments per child of $250 for those 6 to 17 and $300 for kids under 6 would continue over the next 4 years. In order to continue receiving these payments in the coming years, families will be required to reaffirm their eligibility each year. The Internal Revenue Service will maintain the online portal it created for parents to update their information, as well as their financial or family situation. However, children may still be automatically enrolled for the advance payments based on the information obtained from the government programs or birth records. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here tonight.